Hey, all right, welcome back. Sorry, kind of an awkward ending to that first video, kind of about election night, right? Sorry to take you back to 2016. Those of you that would have voted for Trump, but it's really the easiest one to find on YouTube. So that was just a quick glimpse at what it would look like on election night. Now the question is, why does that system exist? Okay, and so let's go back to history. Let's go back to the late 1700s, early 1800s. When our country was founded and the Constitution was written, our founders were worried that the size of America, the size of the United States, would limit the information that voters could get about any candidate. So, for instance, if you lived in, say, Massachusetts, you would probably never see or hear a candidate that was from, say, North Carolina. And so the founders wanted a safety net in place so that if the voters were somehow duped to vote for a terrible candidate because they didn't have enough information, then the safety net could kick in and make sure that terrible candidate did not get elected. Notice I didn't say the voters were stupid, right? That's not what the founders thought. But they thought there was a chance that they would be uneducated and uninformed about certain candidates. So each state, and we'll just use Michigan here. I know it wasn't one of the original 13 states, but let's take Michigan here. These five individuals, Tom, Hans, Kathy, Reggie, and Rochelle, they would be voted on by people in Michigan to serve as the electors. And each of them will get one vote, right? One electoral vote. So in this fictional example, Michigan would have 5 electoral votes. And these 5 people would be voted on and chosen for their wisdom and their knowledge and their expertise and hopefully their impeccable character, right? They're going to be the safety net. Now, notice there's only one list of electors. If Jimmy wins the popular vote in Michigan, if he has more people vote for him in Michigan, he gets, or he's supposed to have then, all 5 of these electors vote for him. And the same thing for William, right? If he wins Michigan, then all 5 electors are supposed to vote for William. But they could vote for somebody different if they felt like, say, Jimmy was just an awful, awful choice. They could, even though he won the popular vote, they could vote for William. That was the historical idea. Now, as time has gone on, this now is what the modern electoral college looks like. So now we have the 2 candidates, and we have Jimmy with his own list of electors, and we have William with his own list of electors. And so what now has happened is, if Jimmy wins, his 5 people, Tony, Elizabeth, Virginia, Ron, and Henry, will be chosen as the electors. And of course, they're chosen for their loyalty to Jimmy. So they will, of course, then cast the electoral vote for Michigan for Jimmy. And if William wins the popular vote, his 5 people, who are chosen on their loyalty to him and his party, will vote for him. Okay, and so this is the biggest change. And this is why the system still exists, but this massive change makes it a different system in some ways, right? So again, to go back to history, rather than having one list of electors who are highly respected and knowledgeable and have impeccable character, who are supposed to serve as the safety net, we now simply have 2 lists of electors, separate lists, and these 2 lists will vote for the person, of course, that chose them because they're loyal to them, right? And they're from that person's party. And this is now how the modern electoral college has changed quite a bit from our historical electoral college.